just open up all the phone lines. You call 866-987-THOM, and nobody's going to answer the phone. You'll just hear it ring and ring and ring until I put you on the air. You will be live on the air, and I will ask you for your name and a city, and you will have 10 to 15 seconds, let's say 10 seconds, to make a comment to Officer Pike, what you would say to him. So, and I'll call out your zip code, or your area code. We have caller ID here, so I'll just call you so you'll know who you are. So, area code 575. What name and city, and what do you have to say to Officer Pike? Okay, let's try area code 310. Your name and city, and what you have to say to Officer Pike.
Steve, and I would tell him that he's a coward.
Okay, thank you. Area code 651. Your name and city, and what you have to say to Officer Pike.
David in St. Paul, Minnesota. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say will be used in the court of law, or I hope someone at some point says this to him as he's arrested and punished for his crimes.
Okay, thank you. Area code 360. Your name and city, what you have to say to Officer Pike.
Kirsten, Aberdeen, Washington. I have a son who is accepted by your Human Resources Department for a hire. Now I know why he is not there.
Okay, thank you very much. Area code 912, your name and city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Yes, Brunswick, Georgia, and what I would like to say to the officer is that they need to be careful, because after they round up the teachers and the post office and the fire department, the police departments will be next, and then when they have the police department, then Blackwater will go in there and act as
Got it. We're out of time. Thank you very much. Area code 314, your name, city, and message for Officer Pike.
Yeah, Ken from St. Louis. I think he's just illustrated normal human behavior when you put an outfit on a guy like that and give him power.
Okay, thank you very much. Area code 805, your name, city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
John, San Luis Obispo, California. Officer Pike, you are a coward. Resign. Ask for forgiveness for those he tortured, and then join the Peace Corps. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Area code 503, your name, city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Hey, Al, Charlestown, New Hampshire. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Okay, great. You'd read him the First Amendment. Area code 941, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike. Okay, you got to listen to your phone. Area 646, what your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike. Okay. Area code 360, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
As a Vietnam-era veteran, a UC Davis graduate, retired law enforcement, I'm saddened and embarrassed by your deplorable actions taken against peaceful student protesters.
Thank you. Area code 503, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Kathy Thompson, Morrow, Ohio. Officer Pike, you are very sadistic. I hope you get help soon.
Thank you. Area code 925, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Virginia Jarvis, I would say it's too bad it didn't happen to you and your mother.
Ouch. Area code 6, thank you. Area code 602, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
These students desperately trying to make life better for themselves and others, which could include your own son or daughter. I implore you to ask yourself why you purposely and intentionally hurt these nonviolent students. You need help, but only if you can see that for yourself.
Okay, area code 925, what your name, city, and what you would say to, first name, city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Yes, I'm Renee from Concord, California. As a psychologist, I would like to ask Mr. Pike, what is your own family history of childhood abuse and or trauma?
Okay, thank you very much. Area code 405, your names, your first name, city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
My name is Ruben from Cincinnati. Officer Pike, you are the new Bull Connors. What you did was equivalent to turning the water hose on the civil rights, those children in the civil rights movement.
Thank you very much. Area code 231, your name, your first name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Oh, this is Barbara Richmond, and I'd like to know if we have cross-the-board cuts on will the Senate and Congressmen have...
Okay, that's off topic. I'm sorry. Area code 941, your name, city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
No, if we have...
Okay, can't hear you. Area code 816, your name, your first name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Mike, Kansas City. Officer Pike, why have you chosen to be remembered on the wrong side of history?
Thank you. Area code 715, your name, your city, first name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Sophia, Maysville, Kentucky. I would say please put down your kin and join us.
And thank you. Area code 602, your name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
Patrick Solomon from Phoenix, Arizona. Officer Pike, how do you justify the use of military-grade pepper spray on peaceful student protesters who are exercising their First Amendment rights?
Okay. Area code 973, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Michael, Scottsdale. A few months ago, we were admonished to support police, fire, and teacher unions, and I still support them and support the police officers. God bless you, Officer Pike.
Okay. Area code 480, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Hi, I'm Tom, Phoenix, Arizona. I would tell Officer Pike that Captain Kirk is not happy, and therefore he is not going to go to the planet for his peaceful rehabilitation anymore. The tribbles are coming.
Okay, thank you. Area code 310, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Hi, my name is Jenna Lee from Manhattan Beach, California. Officer Pike, you are a sick man, and you really need help. God bless you and forgive you, and please turn a new leaf. You are very sick.
Okay, thank you. Area code 405, your first name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Yes. My name is Jimmy. I'm in Berryville, Arkansas. I'd like to tell that man, just as you treat people, you shall be treated.
Okay, thank you very much. Area 757, your name, first name, city, and what you'd say to Officer John Pike.
Carol, Williamsburg, Virginia. Officer Pike, that was not police enforcement. That was thuggery.
Okay, thank you. Area code 208, your name, city, first name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
John, Highbridge, New Jersey. You're fired.
Okay. Area code 541, your first name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
My name is Sina Zimmerman, and I'm from Myrtle Creek. And I would say, as your mother watching you do this?
Okay, thank you. Area code 503, your first name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
This is Megan Sid in Portland, Oregon. I marched in civil rights in the 60s, and I want to ask Officer Pike if he thinks it was worth it.
Okay, thank you. Area code 206, your name, city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
My name's Bill, and I'm in Kent, Ohio. And I'd like to ask him to read Bartleby the Scrivener, The Story of Wall Street, and consider why nothing so aggravates an earnest person as a passive resistance.
Okay, thank you. Phil Proctor, in fact, played in that play. Area code 831, your name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
This is 206, Devron, Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And make yourself in the face as well the officers that did this horrible thing to Jennifer Smith in Seattle.
Okay, thank you. Area code 917, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Your name, your city, and what you'd say.
No? Okay. Area code 781, your first name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Berkeley, James, and the UC Berkeley chancellor set the precedent by saying holding, linking arms is nonviolent. He's following precedent. It's terrible. The removal should start at the top.
Okay, thank you. Area code 208, your name, your city, your first name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike.
My name is Mario, and I'm calling from Twin Falls, Idaho. And the only thing I want to say is, if it's a felony to treat dogs like that, how come human beings are getting treated like that? And if that's a felony to a dog, how come he's doing it to a human being?
Okay, thank you. Area code 601, your first name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Bob from Ozona, Florida. Officer Pike, even though you were following instructions from your chief, Spacuzzi, you just set a poor example for the world to see and for our children to see. I'm sorry. You should apologize and resign. Thank you.
Thank you. Area code 484, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
This is Kevin from Kirkwood, Pennsylvania, and I would just like to say to Officer Pike that we, the American people, truly see you for what you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Area code 304, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Hello.
Hi.
This is
Calamity from Seattle. I would tell Officer Pike, you're fired, and everybody responsible for your actions, your protocols, and your training are also fired and should be condemned, and this should never happen again.
Okay, thank you. Area code 973, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Dan Williams, Portland, Oregon, and I'd say, Officer Pike, you have some really big cojones to pull something like that in today's America. I would direct your attention to a certain coffee shop in Seattle. There's a lot of nut jobs out there. I'd be careful.
Okay, area code 253, hopefully that's not a threat. Area code 253, your name, your city, and what you would say to Officer Pike. Okay, area code 206, your name, your city, and what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Steve from Vancouver, Washington. Officer Pike, I would like to know what the threat from these peaceful, nonviolent protesters did you perceive that needed this kind of a response?
Okay, last caller is 614, your name, your city, what you'd say to Officer Pike.
Ed Kofer, Columbus, Ohio. Officer Pike, you have subjected the kids to the Uniform Military Code of Justice, and they're not enlisted. Thank you.
Thank you.